Um, I'm making this video a response to Dwayne Holloway. He posted probably maybe like 30 minutes ago. He posted a video on here on YouTube, a response to a book that I bought him. He came to set the captives free by Rebecca Brown. I guess he read 9 chapters and he did some research on her, and you know what? There was stories about her, some of her like things that she wrote in that book. That I guess there was some articles on her that she was like a fraud, and then she made up some of those things. But I had never really gone out of my way to look at those articles, because I'm the type of person that kind of just uses his own judgment. And from what I read from the book, there was a lot of truth to some of that stuff, because I had been involved I had gotten involved in some things, which I'll share in future videos, a little bit of my experiences in that type of world. And the truth is that we live in a world where, in the churches, they talk about, Satan, they talk about God. Satan was an angel, and in the word it does say that he fell out of heaven like lightning because he was jealous of God, Jesus. And we live in that type of society where, people make a choice, because we all have a choice, and we all decide how we're gonna live life. And some of us guys, like I said, in true forced loneliness, are forced to be by themselves. And it's unfortunately, but it's a reality that, a lot of us guys, just like I said, have no choice. And I was hearing Dwayne's video, and I didn't know that he worked in a hospital. So I kind of can understand that, because I work in a hospital as well, and I've seen some things. And I can share you from my own personal experience that I've encountered some things, and I've witnessed some stuff. And I can tell you that a hospital is not an easy work. You work 12-hour shifts. Sometimes you don't even get a break. Sometimes your shifts are very long, and sometimes it's just really hard on your body, especially if you work nights. The only thing good about nights is that you get more money, but it takes its toll on your body. It does. Your back's messed up, your knees are messed up. So I understand what it's like to work in a hospital. I also used to work in a veterans hospital, and that's where all the vets go, and it's crazy as well. And reading Rebecca Brown's book, and the story she did on Elaine, and that story that she did about the patient, where I guess she gave him the wrong medication, and he went into shock, could have passed away, and she could have lost her license, but she prayed and God healed him. And then she talks about, I think her lady was named Pearl, I believe, a woman of God that experienced Satanism, and Pearl believed in Jesus, and she was saying that a nurse was out to kill her. And reading in the book, it does go down and explain that she was in a cult that it's called the Brotherhood, and they did there was a pastor that went out in the state that he lived in. It's a real heavy state where they perform, like, they're really strong in Satanism. And I guess he went out there and he started bringing people to God, and they kidnapped him, they beat him up, and they basically just beat him up to a pulp. And she said that she was shocked when she seen him in the hospital, the way he was beaten up, and his back was messed up with welches because they had hit him. So some of those things that I do think, I know those things do happen, because I know that Christians are getting beat up in other countries. So the only thing I can say, like I said, from Dwayne's response, is I could say that, I could say it like this, I love her book. You do point out facts, bro. I do definitely see that. And, I hear you out what you're saying about being single, and it doesn't make no sense in the Word of God in the book of Genesis when he said that man was never supposed to be alone. But see, you got so many guys that are alone, and there will never be an answer to why guys are single, and why it's the fall of Eve. It was a woman, and nobody will ever understand that or have that. There's really nothing I can say that's gonna fix that, how certain guys feel. Because we living in a different generation where people's heart is gotten colder, and the Word of God does say that. Now, I'm not preaching in this video at all, or try to say, believe what I say, or, the truth is that, like us as TFL, Dwayne's put his videos out, I put my videos out, he's already said what he had to say, I said what I had to say, Dwayne is my brother in the Lord, and my homie friend, always will be friends. We've had our differences, I've said stuff to him, he said stuff to me, you've seen it in the videos, we've had our disagreements, arguments, but he's still my friend. I've judged him, I've been judged, hey, it happens. But you know what? I respect his opinion on the book. Am I gonna stop reading her book? No, I love her book. Do I expect him to read the book? That's his choice. I've told a lot of people that when they bought this book that it's not for everyone. I love this book because it's helped me. My mom was in the medical field. She was a nurse. She saw some things. She went through a lot as a mom, as a wife. And for her and her girlfriend, she took care of the whole family. And my mom was a really kind-hearted woman. She had a good heart of gold, and she did pray early in the morning, and she did go through a lot as warfare, because the medical field is a tough field. You got to have thick skin to do it. So, in this response to Dwayne, I will do the research, bro. I like her books. I love her books. I like reading different Christian books. I mean, I like to say, bro, is that, what, I'm happy that you did a video response, and I totally don't know what you plan to do with the book, if you plan to read it or get rid of it, which I respect that. But yeah, Rebecca Brown, there's a lot of controversy, there's a lot of bad reviews to this book. Like I said, there's people that have stories that said they came against some kind of warfare, or some bad things started to happen, or they started hallucinating, or they were having bad dreams. But I only go based on my experiences. I've never had any problems reading the book. I've always had nothing but positive things happen to me. But hey, to each is their own. And Christianity, there's so many freaking religions. There's even stories that were put in there's even stories that are not in the Bible that they couldn't even write, they couldn't even find. And I've even heard stories, they have a book of Enoch, and they have stories of when Jesus was a child, because they only have it when he became a man. So, and all in all I gotta say is you gotta read the book yourself. Anybody that buys it, use your own judgment. I continue to read it. I use it as a study. I like that she points out Bible scriptures. But Rebecca Brown did pass away. God rest her soul. I think she wrote 4 other books. I plan to buy her books. I love her books. I mean, I don't think bad of her. I don't know her, but I know that with anything, whether if it's Satanism or Christianity, there's always going to be controversy. There's always going to be people, fucking saying crap, and it's just, truth is the truth. It's, we all have our own beliefs. I can only speak for me. I'm not going to sit here and freaking tell people, oh, go to church, believe in God, because it doesn't work for everyone. But I can share that from my experiences being in church, it's not a perfect place. I've had my moments. I've had people say some things to me, and I've told people off too, because I say what I got to say. Just because I don't show myself in the camera a lot doesn't mean I'm ashamed, because I'm not. I've showed myself in these videos so much times. If you see on my other channel, I've revealed my face. But I appreciate you, Dwayne. You know what, bro? You kept your word. A lot of my friends do. You're one of the very few people that I can actually say is a true friend, because you kept your promise and your word. And I honor that. I honor that, and I respect that you kept your word. And anyways, subscribe to his channel, subscribe to my channel. We're both on here. But like I said, he's already said what he had to say. I said what I had to say. I'm gonna keep sharing her book on my page and keep doing my Christian posts or whatever. Anyways, share this video, like it. You want more of these type of videos, let me know. You like Dwayne's videos, subscribe to him. Ultimate Moralizer too. I've shared it in my posts. Check his music out. You know, he's a talented music artist. Freaking Dwayne's a talented guy. He knows he knows his stuff. We're fighting Pussy Renaissance. We're not going to take it anymore. And we're going to continue to fight the good fight. And God bless.